Welcome back to Miniature Lettuce Farm, where we talk about all things hydroponic. This is going to be part one of a series about how to get started growing hydroponically. I want to say thank you to all of my supporters and all those people who have commented, left messages, questions, and encouragement just to keep going, because I've read all of them. I've tried to respond to all of them. I know it's been a while, but life has definitely been lifing. But we are now back, and this is something from watching the videos, looking that I see, that I think people need to kind of break it down in parts, in sections, and tell you how to get started. First thing we're going to talk about, part one, is going to be all about growing mediums. Since hydroponic growing is basically growing without the dirt, which contains the nutrients and the minerals that the plant needs to grow. It's also a helps to aerate the plant and do all that. So because we do not grow in the dirt, we have to find something else. So we're going to go over about five different hydroponic mediums. This is in no way a exhaustive list of all of them. These are just the ones that I have in my home. I purchased them all with my own money. This is not an advertisement. I've used them, and we're gonna talk about basically what I think about them. And I also want you to know that all of these are linked in my Amazon link. If you go to the bio and just click on my link, you will see my Amazon link, and you can go on there, and all of these items should be up there. If they are not, please come back, comment whatever you have a question about. I try to answer all of the questions, and then I will put it up there. So the first thing we're going to talk about is this cocoa core. Now, if you can see, I bought these from True Garden, but you do not have to buy these from True Garden. They're on Amazon. Again, these were bought with my own money. That is not an advertisement. That's just where I got these from. But basically, they look like this. And then, can you see? I'm trying to make sure. So right there is the hole where you put the plant. What you do is begin by getting a little bit of warm water. Put this in warm water. It doesn't take very long at all. And this will go from a very compressed disc to about 3 times the size of this disc, because it holds the water, and it will look like that once they are fully hydrated. And then you just plant the plant. The hole is already created for you. You just plant the seed in there and let it do what it do. You do not have to, don't worry about this that is around it. I have had no trouble with the roots trying to get through that. It's just basically paper. And a lot of times once you wet it, some of this comes off. We'll talk about that later, but this is called cocoa core. It expands, it holds the water, and allows you to start your seeds. I also have this, which is also called, okay, there we go. This is also coco coir, but these are in much larger discs. This is coconut coir, actually. These are in much larger disc, if you could see that. And what happens is, when you add water to this, it separates, and you'll get something that is very familiar, just like dirt. It's not dirt. These are all biodegradable. It is called coconut coir. And once you wet it, do you see how it looks now? Come in these compressed discs. You wet it, and then you get a substance very much like dirt. Okay, coconut coir, there you go. Then I have these clay pebbles, and they do the same thing. Let's make sure you can see those. Okay, there you go. They're just clay pebbles, and what they do is they hold the water. Okay, so to help keep your plant aerated and moisturized. So I like these. I'll talk more about these. I have a big old bag. We'll speak more about them. They're just clay pebbles. Okay. I also have these. These are Oasis hoarder cubes. Oasis hoarder cubes is what these are. You see the holes are already there for you to put the seeds in. I use a lot of these. They do the same thing. This is what it looks like when you kind of separate it. I took a piece off of here. It's now separated. This is what it looks like separated. These are individual. You can see the hole that is there for you to put the plant in. All you do with this is just make sure this is good and saturated. You want to wet it very, very good. Make sure it gets completely saturated prior to you planting your seeds. This does not expand, but it does hold the water. So these are the Oasis hoarder cubes. And now I have these. These are, and the name is, I'm forgetting the name right now, but I will have it in the video up here. I use a lot of these. They've already have the hole that is there for you to plant your seeds in. And this is what it looks like. And you do the same thing with these, which are saturated, completely saturated before you put the seeds in. Just completely saturated. Make sure they don't expand, but they do hold the water. And I use a lot of these I would say for you to get started, my favorite for you to get started, if I had to choose two, I would choose one of these, either one. Again, these are the Coco Core, and these, I will have the name up here because I'm forgetting right now. That would be a good choice to get you started. I would also get a small bag of these clay pebbles, which they're also called Leca expanded clay pebbles. It does not have to be that brand. That's just the brand that I just chose when I chose this, but you just need the clay pebbles. So those would be those would be my top three, with the clay pebbles coming in on number 3, and there is a specific reason for that. So I want to remember that all of this is linked in my bio. The Amazon link is in my bio. You can go and click it, and you will find all these items. If you're unable to find them and I don't have them linked, just come back and comment, and I will make sure that it's linked. So these are my starters for sure to help you get started, because you are going to need a grow medium. Below, I want you all to comment what other questions do you have about the grow medium. These are all made of biodegradable material. So I want you to comment below any more questions that you have. I will definitely love to answer your questions. I read through all of my comments, or at least try to. So I will definitely respond as I can. These are the your starter pack for your hydroponic growing, which is growing without soil. I'm very excited to do this series. I want you all to please come along with me and follow the series. Comment. Also comment if you started but you have some questions, you're having some issues. Let's get a community together so that we can really expand this, help people grow their own food in their home, and you could be the start for your family. I love growing hydroponics because I enjoy watching it grow, watching my food grow, and then I very much enjoy watching my family consume, eat, and I love it because it makes me feel like I've done even further my part for my family to help us to be healthy. This is a way that you can get some of those chemicals out of your body. You hydroponic farm in your own, hydroponic garden in your own home, and you grow some of your own food, so you're able to not purchase that stuff that's in the store, and that has all of the pesticides and antibiotics and all kinds of things in it. You're getting your own fresh vegetables, your own fresh fruit and food. So please join me as we go along in this series. Our next part, we will talk about the minerals that you need to put in, because again, since we don't have the soil that has those nutrients and minerals in them, we have to put that in the water, so that our plants will grow and have what they need and be healthy. So part 2 will be all about the nutrients that I use. I want you to make sure, please make sure that you are following all of my social medias. Please comment, like, share. You all commenting, liking, and sharing helps me to continue to grow my page and continue to bring more information to the stage. And also, I am starting my Patreon page. So please go over to my Patreon page and make sure you subscribe, because you will get additional information that is not out, that I did not put in the other videos. It'll be different information, more in depth. So please make sure you go over to my Patreon page and subscribe and support my Patreon page so that I can continue to do this. Again, thank you for supporting Miniature Lettuce Farm. I look forward to this series, and I look forward to trying to help you all. If you have questions, please do not hesitate to comment, like, share, and let's do this. It's time. Thank you.